welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello! How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend so far. Hello. So we are going to have a nice little new background here and play the game of I hope it doesn't catch on fire. I'm being very trusting in my candle right now. All right. So we have some yes or no questions. Thank you for liking. Did my next door neighbor get upset about the high noise I recently had? Yeah, Alexandra, I'm getting maybe a little bit annoyed, but it's not quite a no. It's also definitely not a yes. So that makes me feel like they're not upset with you. If they were, it didn't last. So I'm getting more like a no overall. Vitas, I'm doing well today. Thank you for asking. We got some housework done today and yeah, just some much needed stuff that needs to get done. Brennan has dental surgery on Thursday scheduled. So we have some stuff that we need to get done this week to make sure that he's good to go. So we did a lot of housework. Thanks, Leo. To me, it looks like crooked. I'm so OCD. All right. Will Joan, Leo, and Aquarius be hired in Australia? That's a yes for me, Joan. You're welcome, Alexandra. You're welcome, Joan. Thanks for stopping by. I noticed that I was a little blurry, so I just refreshed. All right, let's see. All right, Is NB Sagittarius currently thinking about Ashley? Wow. I gotta know Ashley. That was a no. Hey Ray, welcome in. You're welcome, Ashley. I'm putting some lotion on my hands real quick. Right, I'll be right with you. Ashley, I got your donation. Thank you. Ray says, did James realize I was telling the truth about Titus bothering me? I got a yes, Ray. Haley, will I get a job if I try LinkedIn? Haley, that looks like it's a good route for you. I'm getting a yes. Is that today?
Yeah.
You're welcome, Haley. Hey, Becca. Welcome in. Becca's Tarot Channel. All right, this one's for Becca. Will my child's father and I hook up again soon? Wow. Okay, so that's an immediate yes, Becca. Naisha says, is the job still dragging their feet about me? I got a yes as well on that one, Naisha. That was an immediate yes. Terry, thank you for the donation, friend. Oh, damn, Becca. Oh, Naisha, I'm sorry, girl. Thanks, Terry. All right, we've got about 3 minutes left of the free list. Thanks, Becca. I have this like even years ago, even like back in my apartment, but it's not always the easiest to shuffle on and like lay cards out on, because a lot of times like these little pieces will like cover the card and stuff. So like I was kind of like, it's not really like the most practical thing to use, but it's pretty. And hey, I'm here for making things pretty right now. So okay, Naisha. I thought so. I was like, hey, a little shag. Like it kind of gives the mood here. And then I picked some crystals to kind of go along with the theme, because you want like a good telepathic psychic connection with your person. Rose quartz, of course, speaks for itself. We have some fire quartz here, passion, romance. Citrine is really good for bringing in abundance in love, if that's what you're looking for. And then we have what they call the 1,000-layer heart. I don't think that's 1,000-layer. I think it's like a form of jasper, but it's green, so heart chakra, heart centered, and it's shaped in the heart. So I picked out these different crystals to kind of, I guess, like bring in more of that love vibe that we're going for tonight. All right, so about 2 minutes left of the free list. Good. Also, I give you guys something a little different to look at. You know, we look at the same thing every day on my channel, so I thought, let me switch it up. Naisha, I'm just gonna add you to the list. I know you haven't donated yet, but I'm just gonna throw you on there. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys are ready for some spicy reads tonight. I'm really hoping we get some people who want to donate for that, because those are always a lot of fun. And since I wasn't here yesterday, this is like our only spicy. I might do spicy tomorrow. We'll see. One minute left of the free list. Yes or no questions, and then we'll be moving on to donations. If you are new to me tonight and you haven't had a chance to ask your free question, that's okay. Just let me know you're new and we will get you your free reading, okay? Does anyone have one of these like marks? They say if you have them on any of your arms, like your forearms, it's like a witch mark. It might just be an old wives' tale, but I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like the amount of people that have them. You have a whole birthmark, damn, Leo. That's fun. I have a birthmark. I only have one. It's on my left upper thigh, but it's very, very faded, and it only comes out like when I get a lot of sun, which is not usual for me. Not typical, so I don't get to see it that often. What a coincidence. It's funny because I ordered a tarot cloth the other day to put on my desk for a background thing. I used to have, I don't know if you guys remember my tapestry that I used to use underneath long time ago, years ago. But that is currently hanging on my wall. Let me take a picture of it real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I used to put this, it's huge, but I used to put this underneath the cards. You guys probably recognize that. And I would like fold it up and put it underneath. But it's on my wall now. and I like it. It kind of gives the room like a vibe. So I was like, obviously I can't use that, so I've got to figure something else out. But that's very cute. A mini tapestry, like that's perfect. Especially if you can lay it out on your desk, because this one was so large I had to like fold it. All right, the free list is closed. You do remember? It's been a long time since I've used it. We are going to move on to donations. So Leo Sunchild is first. Leo Sunchild, what are we doing for you today?
Alrighty, Godspeed.
Did you do random?
Yeah.
Spicy read. All right, perfect. So let me put this over to the side here.
At least I know now. I won't show my birthday. I'll get on tomorrow. It pops up saying that I won.
I know. That's what Rachel said. It should say, oh my God, did you guys see that? I almost knocked my candle over. She said it should say small win,
Yeah.
like congrats.
Yeah.
Small
or like, you won.
prize.
Hang on. Don't die yet.
Don't pass away.
Yeah.
Spicy read, T and Leo. Naisha, I got your donation. Thank you. T and Leo, please. Naisha said hi. He can't hear me. He left. Oh, nice. Leo, we got bathroom sex. Love that. It's kind of like, I initially think like maybe like shower situation, which is definitely possible, but I'm almost like hearing like up on the counter in the bathroom. I'll tell him you said hi. He'll probably come back in here at some point. All right, so we have touching, which is a given, obviously, but usually with that energy of that card, it's like a lot of feeling up and down, like across your skin, like a lot of grabbing, a lot of closeness. I'm specifically seeing like thigh grabs. Spicy read, T and Leo. Bathroom sex is kind of like that sense of privacy. Like you can't wait to be with each other, so you have to like sneak away behind a bathroom somewhere. It also indicates like you're getting ready for work or you're getting ready for the day or something, and it's like, I need to have you in that moment. His birthday was on the 11th. He's 8/11. But yeah, I'll tell him that you said so. Happy birthday to yours as well. Thigh kisses. Oh shit, that's crazy. Because I was like, I'm specifically seeing like thigh grabs, like something about the thighs here. Just working their way down. Working the way down. T and Leo, please. T and Leo. Ooh, shit, we got jealousy. All right. Like if I can't have you, no one can. You guys might also resonate with the fact of feeling jealous in the connection, like not wanting this person to date someone else. We have ecstasy. So there's clear finishing, like clear orgasms being had here. You might even feel, usually with that card, that this is like the best sex of your life. that there's really nothing that you can compare it to. Oh shit. We have begging and grabbing. So so again, remember when I was telling you like the touching the skin, the thigh grabs, like it's kind of crazy. I specifically said thigh grabs and we have thigh and grabbing here. But begging. So I almost feel like this is someone who is really trying to convince you to be with them. They might be like begging for like nudes. They might be begging for some type of videos from you, or begging you to come over or to let them come over. It's like they get really desperate and like, yeah. Also, I kind of feel like I'm like kind of seeing as well with that, like I want you to beg for it, kind of dominatrix type vibes. Like work for it. All right, so I did say that we saw finishing here and we have multiple orgasms. So this is definitely something that's either happening back to back to back to back, or it's just a lot of intimacy and a lot of different ways that he's making you finish. Spicy read. T and Leo Sunchild. We have teasing. All right, so definitely could see teasing for sure, especially with the begging thing. Yeah. Last card for Leo Sunchild. T and Leo Sunchild. Okay, so this card literally keeps trying to come out, so we're just gonna roll with it. 69. This also came out at the same time, Passion. So it's like maybe there's like a lot of desire when it comes to like being like focused on one another and giving each other your attention at the same time, and like bringing you guys both to ecstasy at the same time. At the bottom of the deck, we have self-pleasure, but licking also came through. So I wanted to show that one to you as well. There's just a lot of foreplay is kind of what I'm getting. You guys just don't get straight to it. There's a lot of excitement throughout that. So good, I'm glad you liked it. All right, so next up we have Terry for a BOGO. Terry, are you in here? Make sure that you guys screen record or screenshot your reading, because I'm most likely not going to keep these up on my page. So if you want to keep it or take a screenshot of your reading, make sure you do that for your own records. You're welcome, Leo. Thanks for the donation. All right. Just want to know, what is Xavier's brother's deal towards him? Okay. Terry, if you want to come back to this, yeah, you'll have to screen record because a lot of my spicy reads I end up deleting. I'm not going to delete it tonight, but make sure that sooner rather than later you are coming back to screen record it, or yeah, I guess for you, screen record would be the only option. Donations are open. We are working on Terry right now, and after that is Nyasia. Then we'll be completely open to take more readings. If you'd like to donate, there shouldn't be too long of a wait. What is Xavier's sis and brother's deal towards Xavier? Okay, so first thing I'm hearing, Terry, is that they have a collective issue with him, but each one of them have their own feelings about this. So it's essentially a separate issue. Like, she has an issue with him or a problem with something, how something was handled, and he, the brother, also does, but they're not exactly the same. Like, the way they need to work this stuff out is individually. However, because the sister and brother, I guess, view Xavier similarly, they're kind of like taking sides in a way, but it's not just like one specific issue. Interesting that the first card out is relationships. So they each have their own unique perspective when it comes to this connection. So just keep that in mind, that it's not just like one singular situation, and it's not like one person that has it's not like they have the same exact problem. I hope I'm making sense. Their own problems are their own. We have service, denial, and discipline. Okay, so I'm almost getting that Xavier is too lenient with his boundaries that he sets with them. I think that Xavier is the type of person who wants to make sure that he takes care of his family. And I feel almost as though he can be possibly an enabler at times. I think that they like using him to get, to where they want or what's going on. And whenever he puts his foot down, it suddenly becomes an issue. I feel like he is in denial about this. I feel like they are in denial about this. I feel like I think he's also been put into a position. Is he the oldest? Because I'm almost getting like he's been put in the position where he kind of has to parent them as well. We have the discipline card here. So that becomes a problem. So he, like I said, is kind of an enabler, right? They have this kind of toxic cycle that he's not wanting to recognize due to his pride. He does not necessarily, I feel like maybe in his heart he knows this isn't the best way to do things, but I do think to some capacity he also feels like, well, if I'm not going to, who is going to? And he doesn't want to feel, it's like any person doesn't want to perceive that the good that they're doing is not necessarily for someone's best growth. It's almost like telling a parent that they're not parenting right. Like, for him, it just feels like, I don't want to admit that I've done something wrong here, so I'm just going to allow this to continue. Interesting. Okay. He is the youngest, but in a position to be acting. Yeah, so an enabler means that even though someone is consciously aware that what they're allowing is not okay, they do it anyway. And that enables the person that they're helping to continue with their toxic ways, because the person that should be setting boundaries is just allowing these things to happen. So an enabler would be, for example, let's see. Okay, so let's just say there was a dynamic between a mother and a son, and the mother is very, very involved in the son's life, but the son doesn't step up and say, hey, you've been here for me all my life, but now it's my time to make decisions. I'm setting this boundary. So I'm going to date who I want to date. And honestly, your opinion is considered, but it's not gospel. It's not final say. And if I tell you that I'm going to be with this person, I need you to either get on board or get out. That would be someone setting their boundary. But someone who's enabling would be, I know my mom is a lot and she really gets involved in my life and I don't like it, but what am I going to do? I can't do anything about that. Like, that's someone who's enabling this behavior. So I hope that makes sense. He's allowing it to happen. Exactly. He's allowing it to happen. What's going on with Xavier's sister and brother deal towards him? I think, interestingly enough, I was picking up that he's the older sibling because of service and discipline. Maybe there's like a past life dynamic, because they say you like travel with your soul family. Maybe there's a past life dynamic where he was the oldest at one point, but now in this life he's not, and they treat him like, oh, you're the younger one, we can walk all over you, but here, I need this thing, so help me out. Lots of cycle type of stuff is coming up right now. They also it's interesting because they also like don't want him to be happy either. Not in the sense that they want him to be miserable, but they don't want him to achieve too much that will cause a distance or a wedge between them. So when he starts to get too self-reliant, self-sufficient, independent, and he starts focusing on his happiness, then they have a problem with that. They don't like it when he stands up for himself either. Yeah. These cards are almost like just repeating what I've already said, so I'm going to leave the reading here. But that's basically what I'm getting. Terry, what is your second question? Yeah, no bueno. A general. I love tarot for generals because whatever the card is, it will lead us to what needs to be focused on. So I'm just going to let the cards guide us and tell us what's coming for you. What's an area of focus? Me too. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here tonight, make sure you claim your free reading with me. If you are not new and you want to help me grow my channel, I am offering free micro readings to those who bring a friend who subscribes. And the person that's new that subscribes will get a free yes/no reading with me. Donations are also open. We have spicy and non-spicy options available. If you want to check out the description, I accept Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. All of that information is linked in the pinned comment. All right, Terry says general for her, please. General for Terry. James, thank you so much. You have 2 people ahead of you, James. Naisha is next, and then you'll be after her, okay? Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm trying to, like, avoid that. General for Terry. What's going on here? General for Terry. You're welcome. Oh, thanks, guys. That's so sweet. Girl, it looks like love is going to be your focal point over the next course of the 3 months that we're approaching. So, because my generals, I go about 3 months out. So we're looking till from now until almost the end of the year, okay? Maybe like the end of November. Sagittarius season. We're focusing a lot on love. You're putting a heavy emphasis on who is your king, who is your partner, who is showing up for you, who should you invest your time in. I feel like you're looking for something very specific. Oh shit, that's crazy. Confirmation. I feel like you're looking for something very specific. Like you have it in your head of what it is you're looking for, and it's like you're not going to be okay until you feel like it's here. There is a lot of almost like, I don't know if this is retreats or if this is like, I'm just getting like a lot of like retreats, spa, salon, meditation, yoga, like just something here where it's like you're being taken out of like the normal day to day and really focusing within over the next couple of months. I hear with the Magician that you have the choice here in your dating life and in your love life. So essentially, whoever comes in is likely not going to be the one that turns you down. You're going to be the one turning other people away. I see with the 6 of Cups that there's something here from the past or even a past life that you're looking to find again in this life. There's something specific that you've had before and you know in your heart is possible and is meant for you. I almost feel like past life, just because the 6 of Cups is next to the Judgment. Judgment talks about rebirth, or I guess you could consider that reincarnation. So with the 6 of Cups and the Judgment, it's almost like you know in your heart, like it resonates to you that you had a very big love with someone and you're just wanting and waiting for that. And you're not, it's not like I'm not going to settle like I'm just trying to be very like independent and be a woman that doesn't settle because that's not what's good for me. It's like, yes, it's like that. But also I think it's because you've experienced this before. And it's like your soul knows that this is what's meant for you. So there's a lot of deep thought and reflection and introspection coming for you over the next couple of months, I feel very strongly. It probably doesn't help that we're currently just started in Mercury retrograde, and then shortly after that, we'll be moving on to Libra, where you're looking for balance, someone to give you matched energy, Virgo season as well, just before that with like practicality, and then you're going into like Scorpio mode of like transformation and like really pulling and grabbing onto things that are serving you and letting go of the things that aren't. So I feel like there's a lot of like transformation happening here with the Mercury retrograde. You might be thinking very heavily on like the past, you know, over these next couple of weeks for sure. Oh, what do you know? You have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like essentially the advice here is just make your choices based on sincerity, what you're really feeling. Don't think too much about it in your head. A good balance is nice, but be more in your intuitive side because there's this very powerful, like feminine inside of you that I feel knows what she's looking for, and you're just gonna know when you feel it. If you've already felt it, then that too. But I just feel like it just was a very, very big, devoted, dedicated, like almost like sacred love that you've experienced before. And like that's what you're looking for in this life, and you're just not going to settle for anything else. I've been having anxiety and fear showing up lately, and my foundation is being shook. Terry, I'm sorry, girl. Feel a lot of stress in my back, a lot of heaviness that you've been carrying the weight of. I'm actually surprised the Ten of Wands isn't here because it feels like an energetic heaviness. Oh, glad to hear that. Oh, that makes me happy. I love when I resonate. So, Terry, good luck with that. Good luck through processing all of those things and navigating through your feelings about that. It's been hard, but I'm still going for as long as you've been reading for me. Yes, of course. You're welcome, Terry. Thanks for joining us. Love it. Love the fire emojis. All right. Next up, we have Nyasia. Nyasia, are you here? I went ahead and posted the donation list so you guys can see where you are on the list and if you're planning to donate, what the list is looking like. You're very welcome, Terry. It's a pleasure to read for you, honestly. It had all these like black floating pieces in there, and I didn't like how that looked. So when I tell y'all I'm OCD, I'm not lying. So we're waiting on Naija to check in. Hopefully she'll be here soon. And if she doesn't show up in the next few minutes, then we will move on to our next person. Naija, hey there. All right. Of course. All right, let's see. All right, so let's first see if this has to do with like you or something else, because I want to get very specific. So let's see. All right, Spirit, does this have to do with Naija specifically? Please show me a yes or a no. Why are they dragging their feet? Yes and no. Okay. The only card in the whole deck that says yes and no, of course. Okay, what is it about Naija that makes them drag their feet? All right, so it's a lot of cards, but they all came out together, so we're gonna take it. All right, what else is going on that stops them from moving things along? Did you say this was an interview with a man and a woman? I'm always so curious when I see like kings and queens show up, if like that resonates with like the dynamic of the people you're asking about. Or maybe they're making a decision between you and a man. Huh. Okay. So it's a yes and a no. It's not like entirely about you or what you're doing or what you're lacking or what you haven't provided. 3 rounds, first round woman. I feel as though you might not exactly fit what they're looking for 100%. I think the main thing is that you give a lot up front you are very presentable and articulate and intelligent, and you give a lot to like an interview. Second round, 1 man, 2 women. Third round, 4 women. Yeah. So there has to be something specific. I don't know if this is like longevity. Maybe they feel like you're rushing into the situation and they don't know how long they can trust you to be there, because you do check a lot of boxes. So there has to be something like, we have all to train to be molded to the role. I can't stand nitpicking people. Yeah, so I don't know. There's something here that they're feeling like it's not quite right. I want to know what that is, but I have like the Emperor. So I don't, and then I have the Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This talks about like rushing in and doing things without like thinking through them, making hasty choices or hasty decisions. And the Emperor kind of talks about like stubbornness, lack of self-discipline, lack of control. So I don't know if they feel like maybe due to something you've said or due to maybe your resume, I'm not quite sure, but there's something here that makes them feel like they just don't know like how long you'd be happy here. Yeah. Did they ask? I mean, I'm just personally curious. I'm not picking up anything about this, but did they personally ask you like where you see yourself in 5 years, or like long term? Did you say like you don't know if you would still be at that job? Like, did you talk about like your future plans and goals? Oh, a different state? Would you have to work remotely? This does talk about arrival and departure. So maybe the inability to fully give yourself to the job is kind of the vibe I'm getting, whether that's longevity wise or physically. Four of Swords talks about fear, anxiety, stress, and overload, needing to regroup. And this also talks about planning for the future. There's something here that's like they don't know if you really want it. Like, I don't know if they feel like you're just not like giving enough of yourself. Maybe they have a higher expectation of someone being more dedicated to the position. I just don't fucking know. This feels like a high stress, high anxiety situation. I feel like, yeah, I can actually sense like your frustration over this, because I feel like for you put so much into these interview processes and you have put your all into something, and you're thinking dedication. Like, I've showed how dedicated that I am to this. Like, I have pushed through and persevered and given my time to this. Yeah, so you feel like you're not really getting what it is you want. Essentially, what I'm seeing here is they want to make themselves happy. This is not about being convenient to you, Naija. This is about them feeling satisfied with their decision. They're looking for whatever they want, and they want to make sure that they get that. And I think that's the hard part, is that they're making sure that this is right for them, not necessarily caring about what you have since been through. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Also, the disorder and like disorganization through those interviews like is also kind of alarming, that they're all saying that they want different things. Are they going to give her an offer? Do you see them giving her an offer? are saying yes. We are saying yes. Recognition and reward. It's really interesting because the opposite of this, like the reverse or the shadow side, is talks about wasting time, delays, disappointment, paltry efforts. So that must be how you're feeling yourself. Yeah. That's so long. That's so long to be in a process of getting hired at another position, like at another place. I just feel like that's absolutely asinine. I feel like after the second interview, which should come like within the same week, in my opinion, I don't think it should take this much deliberation, this much deciding and weighing options. Like, I honestly feel like you should have first interview Monday, call back that Monday, the next Monday, decision by Friday. Like, I don't think it should take an entire month. I think it's very possible for people to make decisions within 2 weeks. You should have started this job within a month. Like, first interview, second interview, Friday you get the offer, put in a week or two of notice and start the job in 4 weeks. Like, I just don't, like, I think that's crazy. It's amazing money. Well, it's probably why they're being so demanding and so, like, particular about this process. I find that a lot of companies do not care what they put their interviewee, you know, what they put them through. Like, they're just thinking about their side of this. And a lot of companies are like, I'm the one with the upper hand because I'm the one paying them. And they're going to be working for me. And while I do understand that, I also feel like these people are giving you their time for free. Like, you're not paying them yet. They're not on your payroll yet. As a matter of fact, some of these people are taking time out of their own PTO to take this interview with you, or taking their own time off of work, not paid, to do an interview with you, not paid. And I wish that these companies would also see that this is a mutual decision. Like, if you offer someone a job, that's fine, but it's also their decision if they take it or not. So you also have to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward as well, or this person's not going to end up wanting the job. I just think that's crazy. Yeah, I am sorry you're going through that. And I feel that frustration. I really do. I gave you a couple extra cards, Naija, just because, you know, what the hell? James, are you in here? Like, he was looking for something else. And that's the part that I was getting, because when I saw the yes, no here, I was like, okay, so it's like you're almost what they want, you know, but they're like looking for something else. I feel like this person had a lot, like very, like almost too high expectations going into this of what they were looking for. And now it's almost like if they choose you, they feel like they're not getting like the best option, which is crazy. Personally, I don't want to like make you feel bad or anything, because you shouldn't really care what they think, but I almost feel like he or she or whoever this was, fashion destination, hello. So if you look at the description, you will see all of my pricing information. Tonight we're doing spicy 18 plus readings. but there are also non-spice options. If you just wanted a mini reading, nothing crazy, just to get a question answered, it's $5. But we can also go a little bit more in depth with $10 readings. And then if you like 2 in-depth questions, you want to get a buy one, get one, that's $15. So just tell me what you're looking for and I can give you the pricing information. In order to donate, you just click the link in the pinned comment, and Fashion Destination, there will be one person ahead of you. His name is James, and then you will be next. James, are you here? You're welcome, Naija. You rock. Thank you. You rock too. Please don't be sad. I know that it's frustrating. I really do know that. But I just feel like good things are always coming for you. And I'm getting like chills on the right side of my body when I say that. So just keep that mantra. What's meant for me will not pass me by. And I'm sorry that you're putting effort into something that you don't feel like you're getting much recognition for right now. But I feel like it's all going to work out. Okay, I want to ask about someone. Is he going to contact in the future? So Fashion Destination, you can donate for a mini reading. It's $5. You get 5 cards. Would you like Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App? Naija, make sure you I'm curious. I'm following along here for the story. So I am interested to see what comes of this, especially since I got a guess that you'll get an offer. So when you find out, will you email me? Because I'm very interested to know. Yeah, he was weird, but I like everyone else. I asked him a question. I don't think he knew the answer. So he reversed it back to me and asked me how I'd handle that situation. Okay. Either that or he felt uncomfortable answering the honest truth, which is also Also, Naija, I told Brennan that you said hi, and he said howdy, which I don't know why he said that. He's not a cowboy. He's the farthest thing from that. But he said howdy, and he said thank you for the birthday wishes. That sounds great, Fashion Destination. I will add you to our list. And thank you for the donation and the sub. I'll keep you posted though. I'm about to get some ice cream. Oh, nice. Okay. Enjoy your ice cream. You're welcome, Naija. You can always vent to me. It's tough out here. I know that. And you're gold. Just know that. You're gold. So if someone passes that shit up, that's on them. You too. All right, we're calling on James now. James, if you're here, Please let us know. We are ready for you. Thank you, Fashion Destination. I did get that. I appreciate you. So, Fashion Destination, are we doing 2 mini readings for you, or did you want the in-depth reading? Okay. Is Mark going to contact me in the future? Okay. I actually just sent James a message to let him know that we're ready for him. I'm usually the kind of reader that will give you guys a few minutes because I don't expect anyone. Hey, James. I don't expect anyone to like hang out in my chat all night because we all have lives to live. So I like to give each person like at least, 3 to 5 minutes to check in with me. So James, no worries. I don't care about that kind of stuff. What are we doing for you today, James? Okay, so the spicy mix is essentially 120 message cards, some first person and some detailed messages here. So this is my details deck. This is my first person deck. This is basically someone wanting messages, sexy messages from their person in first person. So it's like almost like they're talking to you directly. And then the other deck is full of different descriptive words, maybe situations, maybe places, locations, foreplay type information. And so this is my $10 deck. This is my $15 deck. And then if you wanted a mix of them both, there's 120 messages up for grabs here, 120 cards. And I give you 20 messages that I interpret for you if there's additional information. And it's $20 for that. And it's just a very extensive, more extensive style 18 plus. It's great. I would recommend the spicy messages. They're pretty good. But James, the one that you donated for, that's first person. And so if that's what you were looking for, is basically messages from your person directly, like what they would say to you, or maybe what thoughts they would have during sexual interaction with you, or maybe what they're thinking about you now, that kind of thing. This is a great deck and you donated enough for that. So let me know what your thoughts are on it and what you wanted to do. And hopefully I explained that right. Fashion Destination, you will be just after James, and I have your question saved. So as soon as it's your turn, I will put that on the screen. Let's do that and actually want to donate for a mini after. Okay, perfect. Let me pull it up here. Also, really quickly, just so you guys know, on my channel, I do up to 3 readings per person. So if you want to donate for something extra that you think about after the fact, I will do that for you, but maximum 3 readings just for fairness for everyone involved. And I'm just not saying that to anyone in particular. I just want everyone to know like the vibe here, because I do have some new subs in here tonight. Okay, so James, we're doing the first person messages and a mini. And Rising, hey girl, thank you so much. You're gonna do the combined. Okay, perfect. All right. I got you down. So Rising, you will be after Fashion Destination. All right. So James, I'm going to assume that this is from Patty. All right. Make sure that you guys are screen recording or screenshotting or whatever if you want to come back to this or have your own record of it. I'm not going to delete this tonight, but I probably will in the near future. So just in case you want something for your record, I just recommend screen recording. Messages from Patty to James. What does Patty want to say to him? What does she want him to know? What are her thoughts about him? How does she feel about him? First out, we have lie down and don't make a sound. So it sounds like she might be a little bit different when she's intimate, maybe a little bit more sensual, maybe a little more dominant. She says, let's be spontaneous. Wake me up with sex. Okay. Like, I'm specifically hearing James, like, wake me up with your mouth going down on me. Like, that's what she wants. That's specifically what she's looking for. Messages from her to James, please. Oh, some fell on the floor. All right, so these are the two that fell out together. You drive me wild. I want you so badly. And then this one also fell out separately. I touched myself with the thought of you. Messages from Patty to James, please. Oh God, beg for it. Messages from Patty to James, please. be my escape. Messages from Patty to James, please. Oh God, you make me so horny. Messages from Patty to James. You turn me on so much. This also came out, Send Me Nudes, which was interesting. You never know, man. You never know. Maybe she wants you to send her nudes, but I think that also this just talks about like mental foreplay. Like basically maybe she wants to hear that side of you. She like imagines it, like, you know, what you look like, what you sound like, what you talk like if you're trying to like sext her or whatever. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck. 1 second here. All right, we're gonna cut the deck. Need some bottom of the deck energy. Tell me where to put my mouth. Okay, so that is what I have for you, James. Hopefully you enjoy it. Feel free to screenshot or screen record this reading for your own record. Let me know when you're ready to post for your mini reading, and I'll go ahead and get started on that one for you. Rising, that sounds great. Thank you. James, hopefully you liked your 18 plus reading. All right. Should I call Patty or will she reach out? Let's see. All right, should James call Patty or will she reach out? So let's start. Should James call Patty? Should James call Patty, please? Should James call Patty? Should James call Patty? Will she reach out? Will she reach out? Interesting. They're saying don't call her and she will not reach out. So something makes me feel like there's got to be some movement here. At what point will they communicate with each other? Four of Pentacles. what point will they reach out to each other? Will something progress with them this year? Yes. Okay. How will they connect? Will this be in person? Will he be the one reaching out to her to make this happen? Will she be reciprocative? When should he reach out? 3 weeks. Not right now. They're saying wait a couple of weeks. We have the wands here. So that to me is weeks. They're saying that you guys are going to connect. It will be in person. You will be the one that initiates it. She will be reciprocative. But right now they're saying don't do anything right now. I'm saying maybe like the 3rd week of September or something, like the 2nd or 3rd week of September. I feel like that would be a good time, but maybe just not right this second. Center of the reading, Ace of Swords. They are saying good communication will come through. You will have clarity. You will have understanding. But if you're like trying to decide whether or not to reach out right now, I feel like that's a no. And I feel like also don't expect her to do that right now either. But maybe some things will clear the way in a couple of weeks, because I am getting that you guys will have progress this year. So James, I had to dig a little bit deeper in that one because I just wanted to make sense of this reading. So that's what I did. Hopefully that answers your questions. Next up, we have Fashion Destination. Fashion Destination, are you here? You're welcome, James. I saw the yes LOL, like you were happy with your reading, so I'm glad to hear that. Rising, thank you for your testimonial. Mel, thank you. All right, is Mark going to contact Mel in the future? Is Mark going to contact Mel in the future? How soon can she expect contact from Mark? How soon can she expect contact from Mark? All of this I feel because I have a lot of 9s. Mel, I'm getting kind of like this is going to happen really soon, actually. Nines indicate like the last, sorry, that's a little crooked. It indicates like the last step before an ending. And not an ending like you and Mark are going to be done, but an ending like maybe the distance or the disconnect that you've been having will come to an end. So with that being said, also asking like, is he going to communicate? And I'm getting a yes. And when? The swords are the fastest moving suits, hands down. I was kind of hearing like 9 weeks when I saw the 9 of Wands. So that would put us into like November, which would make sense because the swords and the wands are like fall, winter. So I feel like it's going to happen before the end of the year. But honestly, this can be as soon as like 9 hours, 9 days, you know? So I feel like things are happening quick. And what I mean by quick is quick to however that resonates. So if 9 hours sounds too soon, don't take that message. But if you feel like it's possible you'll hear from him within the next 2.5 months, then that's essentially the message I'm getting for you. I am getting that you're going to hear from him before winter. Like, I feel like you're going to hear from him before the year is over. Remember, nines come just before an ending. And technically, we all look at December as like the last month of the year. December would be like a number 9, just before the new year starts, just before, 9, 10, before we go back to 1 in January. So I do feel like you're going to hear from him before that. He views you as a part of his life, as family, as his person. You said he's not talking to you. You broke up. Yeah, so the 4 of Wands does talk about coming together. So I feel pretty confident in telling you that right now this isn't the end. He may be like not communicating with you. He may like be setting up that boundary, and he may not be accepting your offers right now of like communication. But I do feel like this is just a pause. This isn't like this is over. It's just like this is a pause. I do feel like he still sees 2 paths in front of him, you on it, and then also you not on it, but you're still there in the mix. I feel like right now he feels like the best decision for himself is to walk away or separate himself for a little while. This is withdrawing, though. This is basically him saying, I need a break. Like, I need a break. I don't feel like in his head he's saying never, ever, ever it's going to happen. Now, if he's communicated that to you, you do have to take that at face value because we do have to respect what someone is saying. However, the information I'm getting in this reading does not indicate that he's completely shutting it down forever. He still sees 2 paths in front of him. You're on it. And one of those future paths, I guess, one of those future timelines. But I guess right now he's just in this state of mind where he's like, I need to like not communicate with her right now. I need to just kind of do my own thing, take a beat, take a pause, take a moment. And so he might be in a place, like I said, where he's rejecting your offers of communication. But I think ultimately he does not want to miss out on an opportunity. So I feel like he will see and think deeply about every single option available before he completely shuts something down. And I think that's where his headspace is right now. So I think that you could hear from him anytime between now and the end of the year. More specifically, like November is like my best guess. And that might seem like a very long 2 months. I don't know. It could be sooner. Again, these are very fast moving suits. The swords and the wands usually are within hours, days, weeks. But you know, we also have to take into consideration like what's actually happening and make a educated like conclusion as to what that could be. So fashion destination, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me, and I hope that we see you back here again. Thank you for the sub. Just so you know, I offer free readings as well. Every time I go live, you'll see an opportunity at the beginning of the live stream to get a free question answered. You're welcome. Next up, we have Rising. Rising, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really fast. I drank way too much water before this live stream, so I gotta go. But I will be right back. Hey, Jack Mac, welcome in. Yes, as of right now, donations only because I will be wrapping up my list here soon. We are actually going to do a last call on donations right now. I'm not like too rigid with that. So like if someone comes in, you know, before I sign off, that's pretty much I'll stick around. But if Rising Storm is my only donation until then, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Then I will go ahead and sign off after doing Rising's reading. D. Roy Sama, thank you for your subscription to my channel. If you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask for free due to the new sub tonight, let me know. Let me message Rising. I'm not sure if she's in here or not. Oh, there she is. Perfection. All right, guys, last call for readings. I'm going to pin this message. All right, so first up, we're doing a mix deck here for Rising Storm. Shamiki, yeah, absolutely. Am I saying your name right? Is it Shamika? Shamika? I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Yeah, absolutely. All of my pricing information is in the description of this video. I'm doing spicy readings tonight, which are like 18 plus messages. Shamika, okay. And then we also have non-spice options available if you just have like a regular question to ask, but all the information is in the description. All right, this is for Rising. What does he want to tell you? What does he want to tell her? Okay. Get down on your knees and taste me. This one literally just fell into my arm. Can you read that? He's a little bossy, but it's not a bad thing. His messages to her. He says, seduce me. Oh, wow, that's so crazy. I have this in my deck twice. I've never seen this before. That's fucking crazy. And it's like different. It's different, like. So maybe he's like double seduce me, please. Double seduce me. Gonna have to probably remove one of these cards out of here. So I feel like for him, he just really wants like you to keep maybe, or maybe this is just what he fantasizes, like he wants you to be the one to like pursue him. Maybe you're like a crazy siren. It has to mean something because I had no idea. Like this is the first time I've noticed that. Maybe he just like is like, I want like me, touch me. I feel like he's just like, I want her to like show me what she's got. Like I want to see her vulnerable. Look at me while I fuck you. It's over here. Oh, actually it will fit. That's what she said. Ooh, I love your scent. Interesting. Messages. Sama, hello. Thank you for the free. You're welcome. I'll be right with you. Shamika, yes, you can pay on Cash App. Absolutely. If you click the link in my pinned comment, you should see my Cash App option, but I will also put it in the chat for you as well, just to make it easy. Messages from him to Rising, please. I wonder if, like, have you walked past him? Like, I wonder if, like, there's, like, a whiff of some type of smell, like, he could have gotten from you in person. Like, pheromones or something. Your wish is my command. So, yeah, he's a little bossy, but I also feel like he wants you to tell him what to do. Okay, maybe we're tapping into future oh my god, what encounters? Maybe we're tapping into future encounters, like with like what he would say to you when you guys actually do hook up. Shamika, thank you, girl. I will be right with you. Tell me where to put my mouth. Especially like those two right next to each other. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ride Me. Messages from him to Rising, please. Vacation sex. So that's giving a lot of like, I want to escape with you. I want to get away with you. Like, I don't want anyone around when I have my way with you. All right, all of my cards keep falling on the floor, so it's always a surprise to me when I see them. Tantric sex. So he wants to get sacred with it. Like, I feel like he wants to get very, yeah, like deep with it. Maybe that's a message for you. He wants to get deep. I feel like it's more like mind, body, soul for him almost. Like, he wants to feel like a deep connection with you. Maybe like prolonged eye contact. Slow and deliberate. Like slow and intentional. Messages from him to Rising, please. Shamika, you will be next, my love. I just wanted to let you know where you are. Whispering. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Because I feel like that is also really sensual. Like, kind of like like whispering in each other's ears and just very like breathy. Messages from him to her, please. Exploring. I honestly feel like with this word exploring, oh god, those two together actually will take that message together. Oral exploring or exploring oral. I feel like he's giving like this energy of like, I can never get tired of you. Like, I want to see if we do this, how will you react? If we do this, how will you react? What do you like? What do you sound like? What do you smell like? Like, all of that, I feel like almost like he's not gonna be satisfied with just like one encounter with you. Like, he's gonna want almost like limitless encounters. Which one did you get last time? All right, so we have, all right, a couple things just came through. Oh, the tantric, definitely massage. I'm definitely getting that with tantric. I'm gonna throw that over here. We also have the word jealousy. So I do feel like that resonates for your situation. We won't elaborate, but maybe like he wants to make, other people jealous that he has you, and maybe he likes the idea that you've been jealous over him. We have nipple play. The whispering. Oh. All right, we have ecstasy. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. Remember I said like very breathy, like definitely the heavy breathing thing. I was definitely picking up on that. That's kind of crazy. The ecstasy just indicates that like the best sex I've ever had. Like I feel like he would either tell you that or he would feel that way deep inside of you. May also resonate with that. All right, and then I think I'm gonna end it with this here. I think we have, yeah, I think I fulfilled this in full. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. We got, okay, we have a card. You got an extra one, arousal. There was like an extra card stuck there. The underlying energy is missionary. So I definitely feel like regardless of like whatever's going on here in this connection, I still feel like he's very interested in making sure that there's that like face-to-face eye contact. Let me, all the senses, you know, like I want to hear you, I want to see you. I don't feel like he wants to use you as an object, especially with tantric sex. I feel like this is just basically him saying, I am here. Like I want to be present. I want to be in the moment and I want to enjoy every single second. So that's what I've got for you, Rising. Hopefully you enjoy that reading with me. Please let me know what we are doing for your 10 card reading. And also make sure that you screenshot your reading or you screen record your reading, because I will be deleting this live stream at some point. Not right away, but at some point. Thank you. That was spicy as fuck. You're welcome. It's always a pleasure. Shamika, are you in here? Okay, perfect. So Shamika, what are we doing for you? Are you doing a spicy reading? Are you doing like a couple minis or a couple 10 cards, or what were you looking to get done tonight? Oh, from today. Is that Excedrin?
Yeah.
You should probably take like Advil instead, don't you think?
Wow.
Because you're taking caffeine late at night, you're doubling up on ibuprofen and Tylenol, and I just feel like that's a lot.
Alright, where's the...
Because you just don't want to get immune, you know?
Yeah.
And at this point, you probably are.
Yeah.
It's in the bedroom. It should be on my nightstand. All right, Shamika, I got you. I'm going to save your question. So as soon as it's your turn, which will be very soon, I will put your question on the screen. So Shamika, as far as like the 20 card reading, we could do, because of your donation, we could do like 10 tarot cards and maybe 10 channeled message cards if you wanted to do that. That way we can get like a good idea of where he's coming from, what he is thinking, what he'd say to you. The channel message cards are first person messages, so maybe you could get a little bit of mix of like his honest feelings if he were to say something to you one-on-one, but also mixing in with tarot. That way I can interpret maybe his innermost thoughts and help us to understand what's going on in his head. So if that sounds good to you, okay, perfect. After Shamika, we have D. D, thank you for the donation. You will be after Shamika, okay? Or I should say Lisa. Lisa is after Shamika. And then we are going to do, we have a new sub in here, D. Roy Sama, who's getting a free question answered. And Arjun, thank you for the sub. If you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask, go ahead. All right, is the ex still trying to stir up conflict? Is the ex still trying to stir up conflict? Please show me a yes or a no. We have a yes. What details can you give to me on that? What details can you give to me? I'll take these two or these three together. I am kind of getting that she, with the 5 of Cups, it just talks about like feeling like your back is up against a wall, like you feel hopeless, you feel like you don't have a say, you don't have control on how it goes, you feel like you need a Hail Mary, you feel lonely. And so with the yes, that she's trying to stir up stuff is because she's probably just trying to hold on to something that's long gone, long fizzled out. I really am seeing that she's having a hard time moving on. Every time she tries to move on, she's hit with like another wave of sadness or regret, or she feels like this can't be it. We can't be done. Let's see. She is still feeling optimistic despite the disconnect here with the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like she still tries to have hope here, where even when she shouldn't. Is he still interested in this situation? Please show me, is he still interested in this situation? He's very cautious. I don't think that he has like feelings for her in that way, but I think that he also is worried about just her overall stability. She's like, as you know, we know, maybe a little bit mentally unstable. I don't know if that's the word I would use, but that's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting, is that we don't know, we can't anticipate. This person's not predictable. We don't know what she's going to do, how she's going to react to something. She could be perfectly fine with something that surprises you, and she could go off the handle with something else that you would not have expected from her. I don't feel like there's a lot of predictability and stability there. I think it's just she has very emotional responses to things, and so it's very hard for him to navigate. He does err on the side of caution. Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure. The whole threatening thing, absolutely. And I think that he honestly feels betrayed by this. These Ten of Swords, like they talk a lot about, it's like you feel stabbed in the back, because that's kind of what that picture is. It's like you feel betrayed. You feel like someone is bitching, bad mouthing, bitter, trying to like ruin maybe the relationship that he has with the people close to him. Maybe feeling like I never thought that she would do that to me, and now she's putting me in a very compromising position. So like that's kind of what I'm getting, is that she's unhappy with her situation, and therefore it's like, I'm going to take you down with me, is kind of like the energy here, which is really disappointing to say. So I kind of feel for him, only to a certain extent, but I kind of feel for him here. Did you have any questions about that, Rising? It is sad. All right, so we're answering a question for a new sub here. Arjun, if you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask, make sure you post it in the chat, please. This is for D-Roy. D-Roy, hopefully you're here. It is sad. You're welcome. Oh, you're so sweet. You're the best. You really are. I really appreciate you supporting me over here. Thanks again, girl. D-Roy says, does Amy know my potential soulmate? Does Amy know my potential soulmate? Please show me a yes or a no. Yes or a no. Please show me a yes or a no, Spirit. Is this a yes or a no? Wow, the rods do not want to cross, but they keep moving towards one another. So I feel like Spirit is saying you're on the right track. Maybe Amy doesn't know them yet. Maybe she will be the person that you meet them through or something. I'm getting a yes, D-Roy. But as you can see, usually Spirit, show me a yes, please, so D-Roy can see what is a yes. Show me a yes, please. Okay, show me a yes. Okay, there we go. That's a yes, D-Roy. Like when the rods cross completely like that. Thank you. Reset. When the rods cross completely, and as you can see, your rods weren't, but they were very close to one another. So it makes me feel like you're on the right track, you're on the right path, you have the correct intuition here, but maybe Amy doesn't know them yet. And maybe that's the missing information, but Spirit's giving me a yes, or like a close yes. So that is the answer that I have. You're welcome. All right, so next up we have Shamika. Shamika donated for a 20 card reading. And Arjun, if you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask, please let me know. D-Roy, sorry that couldn't be like 100% clear. Sometimes Spirit doesn't want to answer all the way. And a lot of times when it comes to like a soulmate or a soul tie, they don't want you to know everything. So maybe they're keeping it a little mysterious on purpose. But I hope you enjoyed your reading with me, and make sure that you stay subscribed so you can come back and get more free readings with me. I offer free readings at the beginning of every live stream. The only catch is that you have to be here at the first 15 minutes of every live stream. So make sure you stay subscribed, turn your notifications on, all of that. And as long as you're here at the beginning of the live stream, you'll get a chance for another free reading with me. All right, Shamika, if you're here, if you can confirm with me before we get started. If you're not here, it's okay. I will timestamp your reading. Shuffling for Shamika now. All right, perfect. Shamika says, how does William truly feel about me? How does William truly feel? What are his honest feelings? What are his honest feelings? There is some conflict going on in his life right now. I don't know if this is internal or external conflict when it comes to you, but he's feeling conflicted. This is a hardship for him. This is a struggle, because I think that the feelings here are pretty adequate. Like, I feel like he definitely considers you a lot of the time, and maybe he questions those feelings sometimes, but I do feel like you're there. You're there, you're always there. And the Five of Wands does talk about external conflict, like arguments and fighting. If that doesn't resonate for your relationship, that is totally fine. This would just maybe indicate more that if he's conflicted himself, or that maybe he's having some type of disagreements with other people. We do have the Three of Cups here. That can signify third parties. So keep in mind that if that resonates for you, that's being acknowledged here. If not, it's okay. It doesn't guarantee that there's a third party situation. It just means that maybe he's looking for more fun and enjoyment and celebration, and he's dealing with a lot of hardship. So he's noticing a lot that there's a lot of like conflict going on and not enough having fun. And so that's kind of what he's thinking about right now. The Three of Wands here talking about like forward movement, thinking about the future, what are the next steps. He could feel like he can't fully read you. The Queen of Swords here is someone who is not cold-hearted, but can be a little bit cold, a little bit blunt. You might be very direct or not direct at all. I know that's confusing, but he's viewing one extreme or the other. So with the Queen of Swords, it can mean that he can't get a good read on you because you shut down, therefore you're cold. Or he could feel like he has a good read on you, but you're extremely straightforward and direct and blunt, almost to the point where you're not considering how this might make him feel. Now, I know those are two extremes, but you have to take what resonates for you in the situation. So if you feel like you haven't really been able to let him in or express yourself or tell him how you're feeling, he is viewing you as like hard to read. Essentially, the Queen of Wands is just standoffish. Queen of Wands is like, I'm going to do me. It's, I have to protect myself. As you can see, she's holding a sword there, but she's also extending a hand out. So she is saying like, I will welcome you, but if you do me dirty or you do me wrong, I will cut you. So the Queen of Swords is just essentially someone who's very defensive, has a weapon like / aka a metaphorical wall between them. Arjun, I did not get your question, so if you can ask your question and I will answer it. So maybe feels like it's just very hard to get to you. So yeah, you'll have to let me know if any of this is resonating for you, if you have any particular questions about that. In regard to the Five of Cups, he does feel like he's missed out on something really good with you, or he is missing out on something really good with you. The Five of Cups does talk about like feeling like confused. Maybe he's feeling like he's in pain. He could be focusing a lot on the negative and also like being hyper aware of the fact that he's feeling very alone right now. This feels very fragile to him. Although I will say with the magician here, it does indicate that he does feel like if anyone were to have the say or the power or the choice. Hey, Lisa, thanks for checking in. You'll be the next donation after Shamika. That if he has the opportunity to have the power, like if there's a decision between does Shamika have the power or do I, he's saying I do. Like he feels like he has more control over this, but it doesn't mean that it's not bothering him. The Ten of Wands talks about feeling like a heavy burden, feeling overwhelmed or stressed. I definitely feel like you could feel like you've been taken for granted or you've been overlooked in some way. And I am getting that he's acknowledging that here. But he's saying, like, I haven't taken her for granted or overlooked her. There's X reason as to why this hasn't worked or this hasn't had the ability to progress or move forward. Let's see. What are his feelings deep down? What does he feel for her specifically? She wants to know, what does he feel for her specifically? What does he feel for her specifically? He feels blocked, maybe even cock blocked. He feels blocked and he wants that to clear. Like he's saying, my hands are tied. I feel backed up against the wall. I feel like I can't do anything for this connection, but I want to. I want to so badly. I want it more than anything, really, is what I'm hearing him. I don't know if you can see, but wands indicate movement. Eight of Wands indicate like, I want to do something. I want to progress. I want to move forward. I want things to be free. I don't want any blocks. And the Eight of Wands talks about there's nothing but blocks. There's nothing but restriction here. And a lot of it's mental. So this does mean that he can dig himself out of this situation. It does mean that he might be the one in his own way. It doesn't mean that there's like an actual block that's stopping you guys from being able to further this connection. But I do feel to him, he feels like it's so monumental that even though it's mental, there's nothing he can do about it. He feels like his hands are tied. Let's pull some message cards here. Hey, Sun, welcome in. Thank you for the sub. Yes, you can ask a question for free, Sun. Just let me know what your yes or no question is, and I will answer that for you shortly. How does William truly feel about Shamika? Shamika, hopefully this is resonating for you to some extent. Again, let me know if you have any questions about anything. How does William truly feel about Shamika? Deep down, what are his feelings? How does William truly feel deep down about Shamika? What are his feelings? I feel like a burning sensation on my cheek. So like, I feel kind of with that. He was just saying like, I wish I could show you affection. Son, thank you for your donation. Like, I wish I could be more affectionate with you is something that I hear him saying. Or I guess I should say I feel him doing. Like a kiss on the cheek or something. He's saying, I want you back. I watch your social media. Ray, yes, I am taking donations. Yep, I am. I would do it all again. So I feel like he's happy that he knows you. He's happy that he met you. There's no regrets here. He is watching you. He's paying attention to what you're posting. maybe because I don't know, I'm wondering if like he feels like a little bit on the outside of you. Maybe he feels like a little bit like he doesn't get to be like in your network. He doesn't get to be like inside of what the goings on in your life, and like almost like he's just trying to get what he can. I am becoming a better person. I know I messed everything up. I do feel like to a certain extent he feels like you guys have crossed paths for a reason, and he's not really sure what that reason is, but he knows it, and he knows that to be true. I know I messed everything up. I daydream about a life with you. I want to make amends. So I feel like he wants to make this better. And I was picking that up, that he wants things to be better here. We will be together again. Sounds like a promise. Sounds like he just either knows innately, intrinsically, or he's like working towards that goal. He's saying, I can't be with you. I'm kind of hearing I can't be with you right now at this time through these circumstances. But I am hearing the word temporary. I left before you could leave me. So I feel like there's like, wow, at the bottom of the deck, I lost myself for a little while and I'm afraid to contact you. So I feel like he's a little scared to have like these heart-to-heart conversations. I feel like for a long time he knew what he wanted, or at least he thought he knew what he wanted. And now I think he's going, fuck, did I just screw everything up? I thought I knew what I wanted, but do I really? All right, so yeah, that's what I've got for you, Shamika. Remember that I am deleting this live stream at some point, maybe not necessarily tonight. So if you want to get a screenshot of anything, or if you want to screen record so you can come back to this, please do so. Francis Bay, hello. Thank you for the sub. I am doing free yes no's tonight for new subscribers. So make sure it's a yes or no question that you're answering, or you're asking. I'm sorry, you're asking. Shamika, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you here. I do hope that I provided some type of clarity, understanding, confirmation, or confidence for you in how you move forward with this connection. Arjun, yes, I will be right with you. I am helping a lot of people right now, so you just gotta be patient. So Francis Bay, if you would like to ask a yes or no question, I'm happy to answer it. Ray, thank you for the donation. I will add you to the list momentarily. Lisa, are you still in here? Okay, perfect, Lisa, thank you. I got it. Lisa, are we doing a mini reading for you or 10 card for that question? Got it. Arjun says, will I perform good in today's exam? Will Arjun perform good in today's exam? Arjun, the rods have moved away from each other. That is a no for me. So I am sorry to say that. I am getting a no. Sun, hopefully you're still in here. Thank you for the sub. Sun says, will Taurus contact me next week? Please show me a yes or a no for Sun. Sun, the rods did move away from each other. I am getting a no for you on that one. Thank you, Spirit. Sun, thank you for the donation. I will add you to the list momentarily. I was confirming, actually last time I posted the question you didn't receive due to some YouTube glitch. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the subs, guys. If this is your first time here, stay a subscriber because I do offer free yes, no readings and also sometimes 1-card pulls on my channel. And you will get that opportunity every week. So make sure that you remain a subscriber so that you can come in and get some more free readings. Francis Bay says, do you see someone coming into my life? Francis Bay, I am getting a no. Let's see. Let's put a time frame on this because I feel like, of course, you're going to have someone come in. And I'm assuming this is a romantic connection, so we're going to get real specific. Francis Bay says, do you see someone romantic coming into my life before the end of the year? You see someone romantic coming into her life before the end of the year. What about by the first half of 2024? Okay, that looks more like a yes. So Francis, I am getting a yes. We're a romantic partner coming in for you. You might start communication with this person before the end of the year, but it's more strong the beginning of next year, okay? All right, let me pull up the donation confirmations really quickly. All right, I have a donation from Ray. Sun, you said you sent on PayPal, but I haven't gotten it yet. I checked my email just to make sure that I wasn't missing something. Oh, it just came through. It just came through. Got it. Perfect. All right, so you should see in the chat the order of the donations that I have right now. Thank you, Francis. Need to grab a drink. All right, this is for Lisa. Thank you guys for the likes on this live stream. I appreciate that. Thank you for the new subs as well. To everyone tonight for the contributions to my channel. It's really awesome. Remember, if you're new here and you liked your reading with me, I recommend you do not unsubscribe because my channel offers a lot of free readings every week. So stay tuned for that. It doesn't matter if you're new to me or if you've been here before. I don't base free readings off of that. I allow everyone a fair shot at a free reading, no matter what. Lisa, what's coming towards me in the next 2 months? Oh, that was weird. Lisa. I feel almost as though you feel something brewing. Like you feel something happening for you. You're not quite sure what, but you aren't ready to like pull the trigger on something right now. I don't know if this is like a change, if this is like a plan or what this is, but you've had something swirling in your mind. And it's almost like, I don't know, something feels like it's brewing for you. Let's see, 10 of Cups. There might be like a lot of thoughts swirling around as well. What does this have to do with specifically? Maybe where you're investing your time, your efforts, or even your finances. There's a lot of future planning here in this reading. We do have the 10 of Cups. This could be family planning. This could be talking about like where you see yourself in the future, marriage, long-term relationships. This could talk about how you're setting your kids up for success. This is like really weird. I feel almost like I'm getting some information here about like generational wealth, like maybe wills, setting up wills. Have you thought at all about like, this is so weird. Like, I don't know why I'm getting this message. Spirit's kind of like telling me or like showing me like your burial plots and like wills and things, and essentially just like making sure that like your whole situation is set up so that way there's not as much stress on other people. Maybe making sure that your family has what they need moving forward. Like, I don't know. And it's like, it's not saying like anything's going to happen like that. It's just showing me that you're like being very proactive about like long-term or like future plans. Like maybe this has to do with like selling everything and going on the road and traveling. Like I almost feel like there's something coming for you that's like you're making big moves, you're making big decisions here because you're thinking about how do I want to live like moving forward. So this could talk about like setting up a retirement plan. This could talk about making sure that you have future money, so spending below your means, putting together a savings account for the future generations, like, and how you want to live in the future. Yeah, like it's giving a lot of like, I want to enjoy my life and I want everything to just, all my ducks to be in a row. Like I want all my stuff to be set up. So like I'm getting a lot of like that thought process in the next 2 months. Interesting. 8 of Wands talks about good news here. So the world, we have the world and we have the 2 of Wands. These things talk about travel. This talks about things feeling complete, things being tied in a nice little bow. We also have the 8 of Wands, which talks about like good news, movement, action. So maybe actually taking action on these things over the next 2 months might be something as well. But I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that's laying dormant within you. And like the one thing that they're saying is like your life is going to look completely different. Like in a year from now, it's like your plan for yourself will have completely turned on its head. Like you either might be in a completely different place or your plans for your future are completely different than what they were like even mere weeks ago. I feel like Spirit is saying like big things are coming for her. She's going to be making a lot of big moves. And she's going to feel very accomplished in this. Let's see. Soul searching, spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, and endings. 1000%. The death card talks about changes. Like literally, that's what that card means, is changes that are made from going within and saying, what do I really want out of life? What do I want to make sure that I'm exploring? What do I want to make sure that I'm doing? What do I want to leave behind? What do I want for the future? So I see this as almost like a lot of checking in with yourself first over the next 2 months. And then maybe, you know, after that, maybe over the course of like 6 months after that, then it's like actually putting these things into action. I was actually going to say doing like research and stuff, which is interesting because the Ace of Swords is here. So like you are going to be checking in with yourself, taking inventory of like what your thoughts are, what your feelings are, what you want. And then as soon as you know or you have a good idea, then that's when you're going to start Googling and looking online and making phone calls and setting up appointments. And like, then things are going to really start to snowball. So I would say maybe September, October. I'll say like by the end of this year, you'll probably start to be putting some things into action. And what's going to be funny is you're going to have a thought and you're going to be like, oh, wait, Luna did say this, like back over the summer, she did say that I was going to be kind of looking into things. And she's like, you know, you're going to like have these thoughts. I know it. I can already tell. But yeah, so Lisa, that's like the main thing I see is just making sure you're checking in with yourself, make sure that you're following your intuition and your gut on decisions that you make. Know that I feel like everything's going to come together beautifully. I don't think there's going to be any loose ends. I think you're going to get what you want. So yeah, this looks good. But Lisa, like one of the main things they're telling me is don't make hasty decisions right now, though. They're saying they want you to take the next 2 months to really check in with yourself, but don't make those decisions just yet. I think the main thing is they don't want you to take action just yet. I don't know if that's because of like Mercury retrograde, the planet's fucking with people's head, or maybe just where you are in your journey right now. It's important that you're not. I think they want you to just make sure that whatever plan you have today, that in 2 months you're still feeling the same way. They don't want you to just change things or do things because of what you're feeling in the moment, and then later you're like, wait, I don't think I want this. They want to make sure that that thought process is sustainable and it's something that you continue to want over a span of time. So really just think about these things, get these thoughts out, make these plans, but you don't have to actually act on them right away. That's what I've got for you, Lisa. Thank you for your donation. Next up, we have Ray. Ray, if you're here, can you please let me know? All right, perfect. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for your patience as well, waiting for your reading. It's like think things through, exactly. I didn't realize how much this backdrop was going to be moving all over the place. You're welcome, Lisa. It was nice seeing you, talking to you. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close the list. If someone is in here and does want to donate, I'll see how I'm feeling. But for now, and probably for the rest of the night, I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Sun, did you want a spicy reading for the Taurus or did you want a regular reading for the Taurus? Got it. All right, Sun. And are we doing for you a 10-card reading? You donated enough for a 10-card reading or 2 mini readings, Sun. Which one would you like? Absolutely, Ray. Absolutely. 10-card. Normal 10-card. Okay. You got it. All right, this one's for Ray. +18 fantasies. Person on Ray's mind. What are his 18+ fantasies? What are his 18+ fantasies, please? Okay. All right. All right. All right. So we have exploring and massage. They came out together. We're going to take it together. So the one thing that I'm getting from that is like there's a lot of, I feel almost like one of his main things, you know how people have senses to like sounds, touch, sight, things like that. I feel like one of his main things are touch. Like he wants to feel your body. Like he wants to feel like he's being seduced and that he's seducing you. He wants, when I saw massage, I swear to God, I saw like ass massage, like butt cheek massage. Like I feel almost like he just really wants to get in there, like with the oils all over the body, all across the tits, all that stuff. Like he really wants to just, I almost feel like I'm seeing like his fantasy is to like lube you up like completely. Like the more oily the better in his opinion. So he might like the really like lathering thing too. So he might like shower sex as well. Let's see. What are his thoughts? What are his 18+ fantasies here? Like I'm almost hearing like he likes the idea of getting caught, like someone else seeing. Especially like if someone's really into you and he feels like he's won you, he really likes that. Jealousy, yeah. Jealousy. So he wants to like incite jealousy or curiosity from like the people that are around. He wants other people to know and pick up on that sexual chemistry. 69. So simultaneous pleasure is definitely something he's interested in. Nipple play. Like I said, he's very into the like touching, feeling, all that stuff. Make sure that you guys are screenshotting or recording your reading as well, because I will be deleting this live stream, not right away, but like at some point. So if you ever want to come back to it. All right, next up we have domination. So he likes you to have power over him. He likes to feel maybe, I don't know, like a sub or something. I feel almost like he likes the idea of you telling him what to do and where to do it. Maybe he likes the back and forth as well. He might like a little bit of both. We have toys, so I feel like he's not really scared in the bedroom to like introduce new things. We have neck kisses. What else does he like? What else does he like? Cuddling. Interesting. Didn't see that one. But again, he likes touch. Like that's a big thing to him. So feeling that physical connection with you is important. All right, last card, please, for his 18 plus fantasies, face to face here. I also feel like he's okay. So this actually was stuck to that. It's a take charge face to face. So we'll give you that one as well. The bottom of the deck, we have bondage. So there is that domination bondage thing with the toys and stuff. So I feel like he's not against like exploring and introducing new things like that into the bedroom. So, and he likes the idea of, I'm almost sensing like he likes changing it up where like sometimes you're more taking charge and then sometimes he is. So I think if that's how you feel too, you guys can be really compatible in that way. That is what I've got for you, Ray. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading with me. Thank you for your donation. I almost feel like too, this person on your mind, he's just like up for anything really. Like I think there's certain things that are important to him, but I feel like he's really here to just have like an experience. All right, Sun. Sun is next, last. Yeah, next and last. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Let's see. You're welcome, Ray. I hope you enjoy it. Son, I just realized you donated a little bit extra to compensate for the fees, and I just wanted to thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. I never ask people to do that, but when it happens, I notice it, and I want you to know that I do appreciate it. Philomena, so I was saying that I'm open to taking more donations if someone comes in before the last reading, and I'm on the last reading right now. So let me know what you'd like to do. I'd be happy to honor another donation if that's what you'd like to do. All right, so Sun says, how does the Taurus feel about me? Thank you, Philomena. I'll be with you right after Sun, okay? How does Taurus feel about Sun? How does the Taurus feel about Sun, please? Okay, this is interesting. We're going to take all three of those cards together. How does the Taurus feel about Sun? I'm almost getting like secret admirer vibes. Like I feel as though he is like has his guard up a little bit. There's definite interest here, and you guys are going off of a lot of like feelings and suspicions and signals, I guess. And like, I don't know if anyone's really established like factual evidence that there are feelings here. But like the Seven of Swords here kind of talks about like kind of sneaking away, like kind of like doing things kind of with a mask on. We're not fully exposed here, but like the High Priestess talks about like just getting a vibe, like just getting a feeling that something's going on. So that's an interesting thing here. So it's like secret admirer ish, going off of feelings and signals. You just broke up. Guarded, going off of feelings and not being fully transparent. Guarded, going off of feelings and not being fully transparent. Okay, so have you guys just assumed things about one another? Like, do you feel like you guys both fully put your heart out there? Like, do you feel like you both really said what was on your mind and said how you felt, and no matter like how you thought that might affect the other person, like do you really feel like you got everything off of your chest? Because the Seven of Swords talks about kind of like hiding, not being fully transparent, which is why I was picking up on that like secret admirer energy and going off of like feelings and assumptions. And like I feel like there's still a lot more that could have happened. With the Nine of Wands, it talks about like keeping a guard up, right? So like not letting someone get too close. That's interesting. Are there feelings here? Does he or does the Taurus have feelings here? Or Sun? Does the Taurus have feelings for Sun? Something going on for sure. So the Seven of Swords, this is taking a little bit of a turn because initially I thought it was a secret admirer, but now that I know that you guys are in a connection, someone not being fully transparent. I feel like he was holding back. I feel like he wasn't telling you everything, or you weren't telling him everything. There's something here about like we're just going off of what each other has said, but like we haven't fully delved into it. Like we haven't fully communicated like what really is happening. And I stand by that for sure, because no matter what the dynamic is in the relationship, that's what I was picking up on from the beginning, is that we're not fully communicating what's actually going on or factual information. I am getting that he does have feelings for you, but he is refusing your offer, and by offer I mean like he's refusing this option to be with you, or refusing your love, or refusing your communication. Essentially, he's like, I don't know. It feels like he's thinking more with logic than consideration for your feelings. But I feel like he thinks this is a good move for him. So I feel like he has thought about it. So you're coming through as the Queen of Pentacles. This talks about being the main woman. Like you are wife, girlfriend, you know, you're like the main girl. So for example, if someone got a reading from me and was like, how does this person feel about their girlfriend? And we got the Queen of Pentacles, like he feels like this person, the Queen of Pentacles that you're coming through as, is like his main person, like his main partner. Like you are the main one, and maybe even the one and only. But the Queen of Pentacles in someone else's reading could indicate that the person asking the question is the other woman. So sometimes with the Queen of Pentacles, we are talking about third party. Not always, But if you have your suspicions about that, I think you need to pull on that thread a little bit and see what comes of this. See if anything like that happens, because again, follow your intuition. Ten of Swords, you might feel betrayed, defeated. You might feel like he's taking advantage or didn't appreciate you. You may be feeling broken down, or I don't know. This does talk about severing ties, saying goodbye. Maybe you feel like, I'm also getting like, I'm hearing that he's not the same person that you once thought he was. He seems different. Something's different about him. That's what I'm getting. Philomena, you can post your question if you're ready. Like, maybe you feel he's grown cold, because I feel like this is how he's presenting himself right now, but this is what you know of him. Like, this is how you've known him to be. And it almost seems like you feel like, yeah, like, who are you? And I don't know. You just don't recognize the energy he's putting out feels different. You're welcome, son. Oh, new guy. Cool. All right, Philomena has a date with a new guy, Josh. How will it go? Philomena has a date with a new guy, Josh. How will it go? How will it go? I'm hearing like lighthearted and fun is what I'm hearing. Like lighthearted. I'm getting a detail that like he doesn't sleep much the night before. He doesn't. He feels like you're very beautiful. Like he's very attracted to you here with the Empress card. Maybe he feels like he hit the jackpot possibly, because, or like he won the lottery with you because he's like really digging your vibe. I feel like he's saying that he's moving forward, moving on, accepting, forgiving, healing. I feel like he's in a good place to start dating again. I think he would tell you that. He's looking for something long term. I think you could take serious commitment from him. I do feel like he's very, very attracted to you. By the end of the date, I feel like he's looking to continue this connection. The 10 of Pentacles talks about like wanting to do something long term or something going the distance. So I do feel like he's going to want to make plans with you, either like before you guys separate for the day, or like get back to you very soon after to like make another plan to get together. The star indicates like hopefulness as well. How is Philomena feeling about Josh? How is Philomena feeling about Josh? Ace of Wands. So I do feel like you're also attracted to him. This is a mutual attraction and excitement. This may be even one where there's a lot of sexual tension pretty quickly as well. It's looking good to me. I feel like he's saying like, I'm rejoining the world. He might tell you, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say he might even tell you this is like his first time out, or like he might recently have just started rejoining the world here with the Five of Cups. Because like the Five of Cups upright can also indicate like someone passing away or the mourning of a relationship. And in the reverse, it's saying like, I have hibernated enough, I've gone into hermit mode enough, I've grieved enough, I've gotten over this enough that now I'm ready to rejoin society. So that's actually kind of fucking crazy, because I was gonna say like he's ready. He feels like he's done the work. I feel like he's excited to like start the next chapter of his life. I feel like you guys are in a mutual place. I don't know how serious he is about marriage again, but I do feel, oh, these are such good cards. But I do feel like I think if he found the right person, he'd be open to it again. So I think you're going to enjoy yourself. I hear lighthearted, so like fun. Yeah, just all good things. So I also am kind of hearing that like he might even be a person of means, or like he's going to be very gentlemanly. So he might do like old fashioned things like pull out your chair, open the door, pick up the tab. Yeah, I feel like he's a good guy. I feel like he's a sensitive soul. I feel like you guys are going to hit it off pretty well. Now, long term wise, I'm not sure. We didn't ask that question, but I do think that it's going to go over well. And I think that there's going to be an opportunity to make like a second date or like a follow-up plan pretty early on. So that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you everybody for your contributions today. I really appreciate your support, your love, all of that. Thank you for liking the live stream, all the hearts that I got. Thank you for all the new subs. I'm very grateful today and all days, but especially today, I got a lot of good vibes from people in here. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you guys next time.